this is Rob from Rob Talks. This message is more aimed for the young adults, and I think this will probably give you like a side detail and like a coincidentally an accurate statement that I'm about to say for this episode. So, a lot of young adults, especially with teens, and so they would always, you always want to say as a kid when you were told, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And a lot of kids will say they want to be a farmer, they want to be a police officer, they want to be a firefighter, or something like that. Now, as a teen, and mostly as a young adult between from the ages 20 to even 30 and up, a lot of times they want to hit something big. Lots of times they may want to feel like that they want to go and advance into their next level. Like, everybody wants to be known for something. Everybody has their favorite things that they like to do, but they want to advance and make it big. Like, you want to be a great singer, you want to be a movie maker, you want to be an actor, you want to be the president of the United States, you want to advance forward and all that. Now, like every job, there is some requirements and some things to work on in order to achieve those things. But for example, if like doing things like where you want to become a professional singer, you want to be a movie maker, or you want to advance forward, and all those things require lots of work. And sometimes it may not even happen because of the ability that the person may have. And they may think that, oh, I can handle this, I can though, and I want to make it happen. When in reality that they can't, or they don't realize, and this is a lot of most common things for a person with disability. They may feel like that they have the ability, or that they feel like that they've got what it takes to be that certain amount of career. When in reality that they don't, or they can't because of their disabilities, or because of something that may be too big. For example, like if they want to advance forward and you want to be a construction worker, but it requires you to be all the way up in the buildings, and you have a fear of heights or something, and you think like, oh, I can handle it, I'm like a superhero or something, when in reality you can't. You want to do these things because not just you, but to protect yourself and all. Now, you may outgrow them later. You may feel like that you want to engage into that topic and to advance forward to build some things to be in that career. However, it may not always happen, and that's okay. There's just 3 things that I would want to say, it just is. So anytime you think that way, and this is a good way for parents and caregivers to teach their individuals with disabilities, that whenever they feel that they're down, or that they're feeling like that they're giving up, or even becoming depressed, that they feel like that they can't do and they want to achieve that no matter how hard they try, just say those 3 words. Teach them, it just is. So it just is how they are, but that doesn't mean that they can't make it, that doesn't mean that they can't achieve it. All good individuals, especially with disabilities, can master some things. However, what the most thing is do it with their ability that they can do to match their disabilities that they can do. Even if it means that they have to be at school for most point, or they have to work temporarily like at a Safeway or McDonald's in some kind, and they have to stay there for a few short amount of time until they can advance their way, until they can get extra help, and so then they can achieve that goal. So it is tough, it is true, but when you say for these words and teach them, it just is, it may help them spark their brightness and to help their positivity become better. But it may even make them feel much better. They may still like that they want to dream, and dreaming is okay. You can still keep their hobbies. But when they are in reality, sometimes your jobs are what it is, and what you have is what you have. And you may not be able to achieve and become a great singer as you think you would, to be in the record deal. But you know what? It just is. Now, you may think to yourself that, oh, but then children people like Justin Bieber can do it, and he was only 16 when he started. Kid actors like Dakota Fanning, who started when she was 5, and I Am Sam, and they build their way up. I mean, so how come I don't do those? Well, it may be a very hard and very challenging thing to comprehend and to ponder. But you know what? They have abilities and they have disabilities too. They don't do it all by themselves. They have their parents and their families to help them to achieve their goal. And sometimes they may even say it's not going to happen, but I have something better for you to do. And so it may feel strange and unusual, but we're all people. And those people that you see on the big screen may have some abilities and disabilities that they can't do that they wish that they can do instead. And they may be wanting to have to do it, and then they end up liking it. So it's just what it is. But when we say those two words, and let's say them together, it just is. So it'll happen eventually. And don't ever forget, and don't ever give up on yourself. You can do it. I believe you. And you can always master yourself, always. Even no matter what disability you may have. You're going to get there, I promise you. Well, that is about does it for today. Please like and subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time. Bye!